morning. I'd like to start by thanking everyone joining us for today's presentation. I'm Peter Seufer-Wasserthal, Willow's President and Chief Executive Officer. I've been on Willow's board since inception and chaired it for the past 2.5 years. And before that, have spent most of my career in the biotech industry with companies like Codexis, Intrexon, or Sestina. During that time, I've seen the technology grow and mature from enzyme programs to now being able to optimize full pathways and strains. Before I continue, let me provide a brief disclaimer. Certain information we review today may include forward-looking statements subject to significant risk and uncertainties. For details, please visit our website or our profile at cedar.com. And with that, let me continue with a summary of Willow's business, our core capabilities, capital structure, and key strengths to grow the business while expanding into new large markets where we can win. Willow is a leading synthetic biology company founded in 2019 in Canada to develop fermentation-based cannabis products. R&D is now in the San Francisco Bay Area, focused on precision fermentation for commercial manufacturing of functional ingredients. We do this by taking baker's yeast, one of the world's finest production organisms. We systematically program it with the right DNA to produce our target ingredients through fermentation. Think of it as simple as this. When you feed sugar to a normal yeast, it produces bread or alcohol. We alter this pathway through genetic programming. Basically, this is fermentation on steroids that is enabled by our proprietary future-grown technology platform. It allows us to target high-value functional ingredients that are sustainably sourced at lower cost compared to other means of production. The platform encompasses expertise within our scientific and technical staff, not just for fermentation, but also downstream process development, product isolation, purification, and scale-up, so that we can provide our customers with a complete drop-in solution at commercial scale. The reality is that fermentation technology can do many things, but that doesn't mean we are trying to do everything for everyone while exhausting our capital in pursuit of market opportunities. It is important to use this powerful technology thoughtfully for the best opportunities in markets accessible to us. A quick review on our capital structure. To date, we've raised about 85 million Canadian dollars that we carefully invest in running a lean and highly focused operation. This is far less than some other companies in our space that consume significantly more capital before providing out their technology platform and scaling it up like we already have. We currently have $18.4 million in cash with no debt, a strong insider ownership of about 30%, and the flexibility in the near term to pursue our strategic goals for growth and business diversification. In our short history, we've achieved already significant milestones that position us for success. This includes going public with backing from key investors who saw the value in our future-grown platform and the opportunities it can unlock, not just for the cannabis market where we started, but also in other high-growth markets. The ability to access this market has been proven by using our platform to successfully scale cannabigerol, CBG, in 99% pure form with Curia and entering into our first agreement for this product with Cellular Goods. We executed on all of this in a relatively short order. We've also illustrated that not only can we make ultra-pure ingredients at reduced cost and improved efficacy, but also safe ingredients. This is particularly important for the skincare and other markets we are poised to enter within the animal and human health and wellness segments. Unlike a number of companies that are only tinkering with fermentation technology at small scale, for us, where the rubber meets the road is taking it to the next level. That is proof of concept all the way through to commercialization through a multi-channel revenue generating model, which is already established at Willow. This allows us the flexibility to approach the market in the best manner in which we can optimize our success. These channels include partner programs and development of our own products. Let me take a moment to briefly provide some details. Within partner programs, Willow is paid to develop the optimized strains to produce the partner's chosen ingredients at targeted cost and on time. Here we receive R&D funding, project milestones, and back-end license payments after commercialization. Something important to note on these projects: not only are we paid for our R&D, but we also utilize the revenue to broaden our platform and make it more efficient with faster time to target success at reduced cost. Moore's law exists here, very much so, in our world. It enables shorter time and resources that are required to assess strain efficiency with every new strain we do. To get that at lower cost, more rapid time to market. And one of the good things is that all IP generated belongs to Willow to accelerate future programs. We also may develop our own products, such as supply of our ultra-pure, lower-cost CBG, or the recently announced astaxanthin. Commercialization here is based on a simple dollar per kilogram revenue model, where the customer utilizes our ingredients in their end markets and handles all aspects of sales and marketing. Here we have options to grow our distribution channels or partner with various organizations, regardless of the ingredient type. There are some compelling key advantages I'd like to summarize to show our belief that we can succeed in serving in a variety of markets by yielding a best-in-class fermentation technology platform for which we already have demonstrated successful commercial production. All of what we do is protected by a solid patent portfolio, allowing us to commercialize our products globally through a multi-channel revenue model, providing near and long-term revenue streams, as well supporting to the ESG goals of our customers and the industry as a whole. Within the large and growing markets for product made by fermentation, and with the accomplished leadership team we have, we believe there's ample opportunity for us to leverage our technical capabilities and demonstrated success to expand our platform into other product categories with an ever-expanding intellectual property portfolio. We've assembled the right leadership team from top down to tackle this opportunity. Our scientific team draws significant experience and expertise from working at and for leading companies within the synthetic biology, pharma, food, fuels, and chemical sectors. They well know the rigors of leveraging top-notch R&D to disrupt markets and also how to bring products to scale. At management level, we have a team of seasoned operators who are very passionate about Willow's technology and our ability to change the world for the better, one ingredient at a time. They are vested in our mission and vested in the company's and our shareholders' outcome by being a significant stakeholder themselves in the company. As we look into the future, we are very excited by the prospect of achieving additional milestones that will serve as positive catalysts for our company. This entails continuous expansion of the cannabis market, completing further safety and regulatory work for our CBG used in food and beverage applications, and taking advantage of newly opened geographic jurisdictions for legal cannabis ingredients that we develop. We are also moving into other markets by building a portfolio of partnered and Willow-owned products to balance risk, time to market, and value creation while building our revenue streams. We see exciting opportunities to expand our presence into health and wellness, food and beverage, personal care, and other markets. Progress here is already evidenced, as I'll share by examples in a moment. So what's driving this industry and market adoption? It's really a combined push-pull phenomenon of consumer demand coupled with business needs driven by the pressure along with regulatory and simple supply chain headaches. With a growing population and interconnected economies providing for improvement in consumer wealth and choice. Current levels of production and consumptions cannot keep up, and our planet is groaning under ecological pressure already. This is a huge problem we are all aware of, from headline news to major supply chain bottlenecks noted at many of the world's largest ports due to COVID-19 and labor shortages. One solution of this problem certainly is precision fermentation, that with the right feedstock can be done almost anywhere on the planet at the right economics by companies as Willow with the right manufacturing partners. Interestingly, biosynthesis can support efficient manufacturing of theoretically 60% of existing chemicals, making the world less dependent on petroleum, plant or animal-derived sources, and debottleneck the supply chain by creating ingredients needed locally. Recent developments in strain engineering and data analytics, artificial intelligence, as well as machine learning have significantly accelerated development of bio-based processes, reducing development costs and timelines to market. This type of innovation is not going unnoticed by consumers, governments, as well as some of the biggest companies on the planet. A growing number of consumers are willing to pay a premium for sustainable products. Governments have recognized the strategic importance of this area and are infusing significant new investments. As example, the executive order on advancing biotechnology and biomanufacturing innovation that was released by President Biden in September of 2022. And with that pressure and incentives, multinational food, consumer goods, chemical and ingredient providers are committed to using sustainable ingredients, meeting their and their customers' ESG goals. This was nicely summarized in an article in July in the New York Times by George Monbiot, who said, precision fermentation is the most important environmental technology humanity has ever developed. Willow is certainly well positioned to work on this and create value for us, but also for the world we live in. There's been a growing commitment from the largest consumer product companies in the world to change 95% of their supply chain ingredients to formulas that are bio-based or that are sustainably sourced. But these companies cannot possibly replicate the technology themselves, and most of them have no interest. But you can bet they have an interest in responding to consumer and regulatory demand for the purest, most efficacious and sustainable ingredients to map their ESG ethos and the requirement of their stakeholders. Our markets, Willow's markets, initially included cannabinoids, but now is moving to supplements, food preservatives, flavors and fragrances, carotenoids, to name just a few. We believe we can successfully pursue this with our core precision fermentation technology developed during our CBG program, because it provides the foundation to other product classes. Why is this possible? We think of fermentation technology as building out a highway system across the country, which is very similar to mapping out the genomic, biologic, and enzymatic pathways needed to develop a yeast strain that can produce a particular ingredient. Once a sufficient number of highway miles is paved, and given known chemical structures to get to an adjacent target that is related, it may simply take R&D funding and effectively building out an off-ramp and a few connecting streets to produce a strain capable of producing the next ingredient. Again, it's all about Moore's law. The more you do, the faster and easier and cheaper it becomes to do more. The concept is allowing us to move into markets outside of cannabinoids and to do so rapidly. I'll take a brief moment in the time we still have available to do a little deeper dive into our technology processes and then provide some case studies. Our future-grown rapid strain engineering platform combines programming a yeast strain and testing it at lab scale to determine the feasibility of hitting our targets for an ingredient. This includes optimizing the biology and chemistry and process development in parallel to successfully maximize yield at scale. As I mentioned earlier, this is fermentation on steroids and not easily replicated by anyone who is not an expert in fermentation and downstream technology to get the product out of the fermentation broth and purify it. We then move the optimized yeast strain into production at larger scale before doing a technology transfer to our commercial manufacturing partners, who then scale it up to provide commercial quantities that either they can launch or we launch, or we do that together. This is a well-developed parallel process that has led to several successful examples already, where we've tackled cost, sustainability, supply chain, and scale up. One of our first successes was CBG for skincare application, where we proved our ability to scale to run at tens of thousands of liters or hundreds of kilograms per fermentation run, likely in Q2 2023. This created an ultra pure and consistent supply of this ingredient at effective cost, amongst others, to our partner Cellular Goods, who are marketing that in their line of topical products. This was our proving ground in illustrating that we can harness a quite reasonable development timeline toward meeting the volume requirements of our customer for the consumer product space. Outside of cannabinoids, we have two partner programs already actively underway. The first is with a global nutraceutical and pharmaceutical company that is funding development to use our technology to go from a multi-step chemical conversion process to a single-step bioconversion using nature's finest manufacturing resource, our yeast. It's exciting for us to partner with such large company in the space that appreciates the value of our technology in further innovating their business, and this partnership will provide Willow with revenue generation via R&D fees, milestones, and future license payments upon commercialization. The second project is with Calsec, a family-owned company headquartered in Kalamazoo, Michigan, that provides innovative taste and sensory, natural food protection, natural colors, and other solutions to the food and beverage industries. This collaboration started with a high-volume natural food opportunity and may be expanded to participate in the maturation of this market for natural products. It's another example of Willow showcasing proof of concept in utilizing fermentation technology to enable reduce chemical conversion steps, which ultimately reduces cost. These programs are underway, supporting our ability to go after other large addressable market opportunities. Some of these large markets include our latest announced opportunity to create fermentation-derived astaxanthin, which is a powerful antioxidant belonging to the carotenoid class of compounds. The market for this compound is estimated at $750 million this year, growing to about $1 billion by 2027, with a high market price point. 90% of the market supply to address animal feed, nutraceutical, cosmetic, food and beverage applications is chemically produced, and we anticipate we can produce a cost-competitive, naturally sourced compound. Let me explain how. Remember the discussion from earlier of how building a highway system across the country is about the same as mapping out the genomic, biologic, and enzymatic pathways required to meet a target ingredient? Well, the astaxanthin project began with strains and pathways we previously developed for cannabinoids, where some of the development roads, if you will, were already paved and in place. It's another example of Moore's law, helping accelerate development times, enabling proof of concept to come to these red dots in the upper right-hand corner here within a few weeks, starting from strains that didn't make any of these products, the white ones here, that we started with. This allows us to rapid track strains for carotenes and astaxanthin to establish a commercial process to where we believe we can produce the final product that is bioidentical to astaxanthin found in nature. The development of this Willow-owned ingredient will take time, but if successful, be highly lucrative at scale for our business. Having joined the company as interim CEO in July 2022 and recently being confirmed as CEO, I'm truly excited by the recent developments in our business. The passion of our employees to support a healthier planet and our ability to further leverage our technology platform for success. We believe this will foster portfolio expansion into diversified markets and enable manufacturing sustainably at even larger scale to meet demand. This should fuel our delivery of growing revenue across our expanding customer base while improving shareholder value. Thank you.
Sequire's surveys feature enables you to create and send surveys to your shareholders. Need help making a decision in your company, or just want general feedback about your company, products, or management? No matter how big or small, you can get your shareholders' opinions by sending them a quick survey, either to all of your shareholders, your top shareholders, shareholders within a specified range of share ownership, or to a custom group created by you. You can ask general questions like, how did you hear about our company? Do you use our products? What do you think of our management? Or more specific questions about a big decision like, should we enter a merger with this company? What are your opinions about changing the compensation and benefits of our executives? There are endless possibilities with Sequire's surveys.
To schedule your demo, go to sequire.com and click on the Request a Demo button. You can also call our main phone number and select the sales option, or go to our social media pages and look for the Request a Demo link.
Get connected with your shareholders and explore all the benefits of the surveys feature today.
The Sequire SMS feature allows issuers to send custom text messages to groups of shareholders and other contacts. This tool includes the ability to send specific information to segmented lists, save drafts, send test previews, and more. You can also view analytics for each campaign and download a PDF of the results. The SMS feature is a fast and easy way to broadcast information to your shareholders and contacts. Register for a free demo today.
The Sequire community platform connects issuers and investors through Q&A events. For public companies, this tool includes the ability to host a Q&A event with shareholders to learn what is top of mind for your investors and to answer their burning questions. For investors, the Sequire community platform allows for new investment discoveries and getting top questions answered by companies you follow, helping you to make sound financial decisions. Soon, participants will be able to get verified by connecting brokerage accounts, upvote questions, start threads, insert graphs and links to get the message across. The Sequire community platform is an engaging way to open the door of communication. Email wecare@sequire.com to learn more and get a demo. The Sequire Insights feature allows issuers to identify key market makers and how their behavior is affecting the company's stock price. With Insights, users can see a full breakdown of their shareholders, including how many shares they hold and how their positions have changed over time. It also displays share range analysis, allowing users to see how many shareholders from both NOPO and ABO reports fall into each share range. Take advantage of this and many other Sequire features in order to improve investor reach and communication. Register for a free demo today.